Hi folks, how you doing? I want to warn all you people watching, especially the ladies out there and any kids, to stop watching now. Because I'm going to say some crude things, at least one very crude thing, which is not very politically correct in this video, and not very nice really. But um, so this is really one for the guys. So ladies, I don't have many ladies on my channel anyway, but don't watch. I just guaranteed you'll watch, but that whatever. This is a cigar smoking story, and happened several years ago. And at that time, it was legal to smoke in bars where I lived. Now, because of that, I didn't go out to bars much because I absolutely detest the smell of cigarettes. I don't like the smell. I don't like it on my clothing, and actually, it completely stuffs me up. But if I have to sit in a room where people are smoking cigarettes, I get completely stuffed up. It's just absolutely terrible, and it sucks. So I wouldn't even go out to the bars back then for the most part. Once in a great while. And this is one of those times. Me and two or three of my buddies, all of which were basically single, decided to go out and and hit the bars downtown. Well, I'd brought along a little packet of cigars, and some for me, but also for my friends. And so we finally hit this last bar, which was kind of a rowdy bar. It's kind of a college bar. A lot of college kids hang out there, but it's kind of a rough bar too. It's not really fancy. It's not cool. It's an old time Missoula bar called the Stockmans. I think it's called the Stockmans. Maybe called it the Stocks. And it's usually just jam packed, on a Friday or Saturday. And this night it wasn't so packed because college wasn't in town, in session. So most of the college kids had moved away for the summer. But it was fairly busy. Now, mind you, most times when I go to a bar to smoke a cigar, a lot of bars, though they'll allow everybody in the entire bar to smoke cigarettes, if you light up a cigar, they have a policy where you're not allowed to smoke a cigar, and or probably a pipe for that matter. And it used to always really piss me off, quite frankly. People can smoke those stinky, disgusting cigarettes, those abortions to tobacco, those perverted, disgusting cancer sticks, but you can't smoke a nice cigar. But that's fine. If I went to a bar and they said, hey, we don't allow cigar smoking here, usually they have a sign that says cigarettes allowed, no pipes or cigars. And I saw it several times around Missoula where I live, many times. And I'd respect that. There were at that time some bars that actually had humidors and would sell you cigars and actually encouraged cigar smoking, and that was nice too. This particular bar had a policy of the smoking was just allowed, period. This story involves cigars and bars and men and women and groupies. All of you men out there, unless you're a rock star or a bartender or something, have a dislike and a disdain for groupies. Because here you're trying to pick up chicks or meet women, but then you have these groupies who just go up and flock around the bandstand, and talk to the band members, or whatever, the lead singer. Or you also have groupies who find the hot bartender, the hot male bartender, the bodybuilder bartender, who's kind of a hot guy, and these little female groupies who come there, every weekend or once a week or whatever, and ooh and ah, and bat their eyes at him, Meanwhile, he's selling them drinks and getting tips, and that's all he cares about. Uh, so this one night we go to this bar, and I pull out a cigar and give one to a friend, cut it for him. I pull out a cigar, cut it, and light my cigar up. Now this bar is weird because it's actually two different rooms with a U-shaped bar that runs around into both rooms. So we were in the other room, which was kind of sparse at the time, sparsely populated. But you can see through this doorway, which the bar runs around. You can see into the other room, but you're not really in the other room. So we're smoking, what are probably $10 cigars, and so we're smoking for just a few minutes, really, just letting the things up, basically. And this was the bar I'm talking about where there was this big, tall guy, muscled guy, young, hot guy, if you're into guys. I'm not, but he looks like a GQ model, and there's this little pack of, girls, and I say girls because they were girls, they were barely women, kind of hanging out in front of him, ooh, talking to him, ooh, he's so cute, kind of a thing, and you could tell that these girls knew this guy, and they'd been doing this on a regular basis for a long time. So we've been smoking our cigars for a few minutes when one of them peels off and comes over to me and my friend, and they may have had, there's 3 or 4 of us, but only 2 of us were smoking cigars, and comes over to me and my friend and says, "Hi, excuse me, hi." Now, mind you, she didn't work there. "Oh, uh, Lance over there, the bartender, he really doesn't like the smell of cigars. It bothers him. Would you mind putting your cigar out, please?" And I said, "Well, there's a dozen people here smoking cigarettes. And you want me to put my cigar out?" And she says, "Well, he doesn't mind cigarettes so much, but he doesn't like cigars. So could you put your cigars out, please, because it bothers Lance." And I said, "Is it policy of this bar that you can't smoke cigars here?" And she says, "Well, no, it's not a policy, just that, he's such a good guy, and we really like Lance, and cigars bother him." Now, mind you, Lance is in the other room, mind you. He's not sitting there in front of us. I just smiled and said, "No, I'm not going to put my cigar out. This bar allows smoking. It allows cigar smoking. I'm going to smoke my cigar. If Lance doesn't like working here because of that, Lance can quit. That's the way it is." Now, she just was shocked. Her face dropped because a girl like this was very cute, is quite used to having guys suck up to her all the time and buy her free drinks and all this stuff. Something I don't do for women bars, by the way, or anywhere else for that matter. Yes, I'm dating her. But she's used to being sucked up to all the time and having guys fawn all over her and buy her free drinks. And she's going to give them nothing in return. And frankly, my attitude, and here's where the profanity comes in, my attitude about girls like that is, who want favors from me or my friends, is she ain't going to suck my dick anytime soon or ever. Why should I do her a bunch of favors? Like put out a nice $10 cigar because it bothers Lance. So I didn't put it out. I just smoked my cigar. She was rather disappointed. I thought it was hilarious. It always amazes me when girls who are hot or whatever try trading on that beauty by getting favors from men they're going to give nothing to. They don't give a damn about. The same bar that night, there was an older guy, I mean, like, probably 60 years old with gray hair, looked every bit of 60, was buying free drinks for a bunch of girls, kind of around the area there. Just kept buying them drinks. I'm like, what is he doing? Does he think these girls are going to actually give him a piece or something or go home with him? Not going to happen. So that's my cigar story. Didn't put the cigar out. All right, guys. Hope you're having a good one. Have a nice night.